Good morning everyone. Hope you all are fine while watching this video. Myself Reshmi Samanta. I am a registered nurse from West Bengal, India. I have passed my BSc Honours Nursing and MSc Nursing in Child Health Nursing from the West Bengal University of Health Sciences, and presently I am working as a clinical instructor in a government nursing college and is guiding undergraduate students in completing their research study. First of all, I'd like to thank IJSR, International Journal of Science and Research, for giving me this opportunity for an e-presentation. Actually, I have published a study with IJSR in Volume 7, Issue 7, July 2018, with the paper ID of ART 2019215, and I was been requested for an e-presentation of that paper. So here I am trying to give an e-presentation of my topic. Okay. So my topic or my problem statement is assessment of quality of life and problems faced by the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment attending selected special school, West Bengal. See, the current trends of medical system has focused on the third dimension of healthcare, that is quality of life. It is found that only assessing the patient's medical data will give a very little information about a patient total functioning. But when we are assessing a quality of life along with a medical diagnosis, it gives a better result of the patient, and we can have more information about the patient for a total recovery of the patient. And it has been seen that when a child is being affected with any kind of diseases or problems, it gives a high level of burden to the caregiver, especially the mother who is the primary caregiver of the child. About hearing and speech impairment as a silent disease or silent condition, it has been given very less importance. But studies have shown that the hearing and speech impaired children and their mothers or caregivers are suffering from different kinds of problem. When a mother or the caregiver is suffering from different kinds of problem, they cannot take care of a child who is need a special care, who is hearing and speech impairment. So this cycle is completely a vicious cycle. So to stop this vicious cycle and to bring this hearing and speech impairment in a limelight, so that some interventions can be taken for this, for the caregiver of this hearing speech impairment, and also for the well-being of the child. The researcher, that means I have chosen this topic for my research study. Now the objectives of my study is to assess the quality of life of mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment, and to find out the problems faced by the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment. The variables, there are two kinds of variables. One is research variables and another one is demographical variable. The research variable here is the quality of life of mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment and problem faced by the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment. Now the demographic variable is age in years, child age in years, sex of the child, educational qualification, monthly family income in rupees, occupational marital status, duration of suffering of the child. Now the coming to the next one, that is the conceptual framework for my study. For my study, I have chosen Roy's adaptation model for as a conceptual framework. Means just like this Roy's adaptation, I have also distributed my study in input, control process, effector and output process. In between the input, First, the focal stimuli is presence of an hearing and speech impairment children. The contextual stimuli is a child's age, sex, duration of suffering, and also the mother's age, educational background, occupation. And the residual stimuli are the support system and attitude towards this hearing and speech impairment. Now, the control process are the regulator and the cognitive system of the mother, because she is only who is taking care of the child, and the inner capacity of the mother will help her to adapt or to not to adapt with the condition, or as she is having a child with hearing and speech impairment. Now next one is the effector. That means the effect will seen in the means the adaptation process of the mother, and here it is the quality of life of the mother, and the different segment of this quality of life, that is the health and functioning aspect, psychological, spiritual aspect, social, economical aspects or subscale, and the family subscale. That means the effect will be seen in the totality of this area. Now output. Now what will be the output? Whether the mother is adapting with the condition or she is unable to adapt with the condition. Here for my study it will be seen by this quality of life skill, that is the whether they have a good quality of life or poor quality life, and also whether they are facing very severe problem or moderate problem or no problem in handling this kind of child. Now the delimitation. The study is delimited to selected special school in West Bengal, mothers who are available at the time of data collection and mothers who can understand Bengali. Now the schematic representation of research methodology which I have adapted. Here the research approach is survey approach, designing descriptive survey research design. Setting for my study I have chosen one special school from Kolkata, that is the Calcutta Deaf and Dumb School, and also the resource room from Howrah. Here the resource room are the room where the child are taken, this disabled children are taken special care or education has been given, and which is within a normal school, but this kind of children is taken special care. The population are the all mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment. Sample size is 200. Sampling technique is non-probability confidence sampling technique. The data collection tool I have used, three data collection tool I have used. One is unstructured interview schedule for collecting demographical data. Another one is a standardized Ferrans and Power quality of life index for assessing the quality of life. And next one is a structured rating scale for assessing the problem faced by the mother. Now technique of data collection is interview, and the data analysis process is descriptive and inferential statistics. It is I have already discussed. Now the content validity for my study, I have given this tool to 9 experts from different specialty, for which I have received 100% agreement in tool 2, and tool 3 the second draft receive 100% agreement. And for linguistic validation I have given the expert from Bengali and English expert who has given my linguistic validation. Reliability. For testing of reliability, the tool was applied on 20 mothers of hearing and speech impairment children, where the tool 2 for I have calculated both the tool 2 and tool 3 through convex alpha method, and tool 2 it has been the calculated score is 0.92, and for tool 3 it is 0.94. So both the cases the tools are reliable. Now I have studied done my pilot study at Helen Keller Bodhi Vidyalaya, Kolkata, and data was collected at the time of 19/9/2016 to 21/9/2016, and the study results shown that the research final study is feasible to conduct. Now after completion of all the administrative procedure, administrative permission, ethical permission and all, finally I have done the final study, and I am going to now discuss the data analysis of the final study, which is more important. Now the data analysis and interpretation of the final study. First, the first table is showing the total quality of life range, which is 4.13, mean is 10.05, median is 9.56, and standard deviation is 3.50. Here the mean is 10.05. That means the overall the respondents, that means the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment, they are having a poor quality of life, or their quality of life score is very towards a minimum score, rather than the rather it has been seen in other population. And here mean is higher than median. That means that means the score is distributed skewed positively towards the right, which means that towards the higher quality of life, the number of respondent has been decreased. And the range is 4.13 to 21.37, with a mean of 10.05 and standard deviation 3.50. But here the maximum possible quality of life score is 30 and minimum is 0. Towards higher quality, higher score means towards higher quality of life or good quality of life. But that means the total, it is represented that whether mostly the mothers, although this score has been distributed to moderately, but mostly the mothers of hearing and speech impairment children are having dissatisfaction to the things that are important to them. That means that their quality of life is tends to be very poor. Now next one is the subscale wise quality of life score. It has been seen that all the subscale like health and functioning, social, economic, psychological, spiritual, and family, all the subscale, mostly they have a poor quality of most of them have shown that they are having a poor quality of life. Now next one is the frequency and percentage distribution of the sample according to the grading of problem score. It has been seen that maximum number of respondents, that is 53%, is suffering from moderate problem in handling this hearing and speech impairment, followed by 44% suffering from severe problem. Now what are the, if it is the domain wise distribution of the problem score, which we are seeing that the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment, their highest problematic domain is economical domain, followed by psychological domain, next the physical domain, and the last one is the social domain. Now, when the chi-square was calculated for association of the demographical variable with the quality of life of the mother, it has been seen that with the educational qualification of the mother, the quality of life is highly associated, and which is also significant at 0.01 level of significance. Now next, the correlation coefficient between the total quality life score and the total problem score. It has been seen there is a negative correlation between total quality of life score and the total problem, and which is also significant at 0.001 level of significance. That means it's shown that when the mother's quality of life decreases, the problem in their life increases. Now here it is the discussion of the major findings of my study with another related study, and it has been seen, in my study it has been seen the 56.5% respondent was in the age group of 30 to 37 years, 58% children were ranges from 8 to 12 years, sex was majority children was male children, and 51.5% responded educated up to secondary level, 85.5% were housewife, 95.5% were married, whereas 4% were separated, and 96% children were suffering since birth. And in the supported previously published studies like Bowman et al., it has been seen that they are having majority of the mothers, 42.1%, their age group is 31 to 39 years, and 66.4% majority children are male children, majority 43% respond educated up to high school level, 86% are housewife, and majority 94.4% are married, and 4.7% are divorced. And another one study by Dr. Kurnal it all. It has been seen that majority children 66.441% were boys, majority children 56.62% ranged from 10 to 14 years, and majority children 59.97% suffered since birth. Now the next, that quality of life score, it has been seen in my study the quality of life score ranges from 10.05 with an standard deviation of 3.50, and the health and functioning subscale is the most poorer one among all the subscale, and the rest of the also subscale are means they are having a poor quality of life. And a study conducted by B. Koleric et al on health related quality of life of the parents of children with hearing and speech impairment, it has been seen that mothers score significantly worse in physical, emotional, social aspect of life. Another study conducted by Carla Y. Jackson et al. In 2009 on family quality of life following early identification of deafness. This shows that low satisfaction rating in the area of emotional well-being, and low income family reported low satisfaction rating with items that are related to physical and financial well-being. Now here the problem faced by the mothers of children, the supporting documents. Here in my study it has been seen that majority 53% suffering from moderate and 44% from severe problem. The highest problematic domain is the economical domain, followed by psychological, physical and social domain. One study conducted by David H. Barker et al. In 2010 on parenting stress among parents of deaf and hearing children shows that the stressors for parents of deaf children were ranked as communicating with the children, finance, educational concern and child safety. And another cross-sectional study conducted on family burden with disabled children by Institute of Physically Handicapped Delhi in 2010, it revealed that 69% parents are burdened financially, 49% were moderately burdened with disruption of the routine family activity, and 38% were severely burdened with disruption of family life, 70% were burdened with disruption of family interaction, and also they are having relationship problem. Now another was a significant correlation coefficient between total quality of life score and the demographical variable and problem score. In my study, it has been seen that educational qualification and quality of life of the mother, they are significantly associated. In one other study conducted by Armstrong in 2015 to determine the health-related quality of life of mothers of surviving deaf, blind adult children, depicted that mothers who face problems due to child's dependency were having poorer quality of life in comparison to those whose children are more independent. And another study conducted by Boomin in 2000, et al. In 2008 on anxiety, depression, quality of life in mothers of disabled children revealed that a negative correlation was found between mothers' educational level and anxiety and pain, which is also significant with my study. Mothers with poor quality of life has faced more psychological problems like depression, anxiety, low level of income, and severe behavioral problem in children had also contributed to poorer quality life in the mother. Now, as a conclusion, we can say that the mostly the mother quality of life of the mothers with hearing and speech impairment children tends to be poor, affecting all the domains of quality of life. Also, having an hearing and speech impairment child in a family gives rise to maximum economical problems, followed by different psychological, physical, social, marital and relationship problems. The limitation of the study is that it is a small number of respondents, is only 200, selected special school in West Bengal, and the subjectivity of the self-report by the participant. Now, my recommendation, future recommendation is that a similar study conducted on larger population can be conducted in a comparative form for girl child and male child, also in the urban and rural area, and also hearing and speech impairment and other disability condition. Now the implications here, the nursing education, now the study can be implicated in like that way. In the nursing education, that assessment of quality of life, its importance and all that should come in the nursing education. In the nursing administration part, they should identify the right tool for assessing the quality of life, and that should be means compulsory in an hospital setting, or to assess the quality of life along with the medical diagnosis. In the nursing practice, they should learn how to assess the quality of life through a specific tool. Now in the nursing research, future outcome, future study can be conducted on the means some implications, or regarding this quality of life of the mothers of children with hearing and speech impairment, or to improve their quality of life, the measures, this can be done in future. So thank you all. So here I am finishing my topic. So thank you all for your kind listening. uh, And thank you, IJSR, once again for giving me this opportunity. Thank you. Have a good day.